S. Chand presents educational video lectures as per the AICTE curriculum. Difficult concepts made easy. Study anywhere, anytime.
Curl and divergence of a vector. Curl gives us rotation and divergence gives us flow at a particular point. How much is the flow at particular point? So to understand this, we should be learning curl and divergence of a vector. Hello everyone, I am Dr. Seema Thakran. Welcome to S. Chand Academy. For engineering mathematics, please refer to the book by S. Chand Publishing. The ebook link is given in the description box below. So in part 1 of this lecture, we will be covering curl and divergence, and in part 2, we'll be covering the directional derivatives. In part 2, we'll be covering. So let's start with curl and divergence of a vector. As I told you, curl gives you rotation and divergence gives you the flow at particular point. So I'll start with curl. So curl of a vector. So this is basically vector and vector field we call. In my previous lectures, I have already explained you what is a vector field and what is a scalar field. Scalar field doesn't contain I, j, k, the unit vectors, and in vector field we will have I, j, k. So I'll start with vector field first. Vector field. One vector field I am taking. So as you can see, it has I, j, k unit vectors. And now what exactly curl of this vector field? Curl means del. Even del also we have discussed. I have already explained in my previous lectures. So please refer the previous lectures to understand del. So curl is basically del cross V. Del is also a vector and I define del as del by del xi plus, and these are partial derivatives. These are partial derivatives and V is my this vector field. Now curl is cross, and in 12th class how you find the cross product, the same way I will be finding. So it will be, as it is cross, so cross we find always by determinant. First I will write I, j, k, the way we did in 12th class. Then the first vector components, I component, then j component, then k component, and same way you will fill up v vector field I will say, and I, j, k components accordingly. So x square y is I component, x, y is j component, and z. Now this is determinant. Curl means determinant of del and v. Now what you will do? This into this minus this. So del by del y of z minus del by del z of xy. This will be my I component. Then minus sign. Then this into this will be operating on this. So del by del x of z minus del by del z of x square y. Then plus k component. Now we are calculating. For k component, you will leave this row, this column and this row. So now k component will be del by del x of xy minus del by del y of x square y. Del by del x, del by del y, all are operators. It's not that you are multiplying. These are operators. Now you just operate and get the answer. So del by del 0, because it is z and you have to differentiate it with respect to y. Then the same way xy and differentiation with respect to z, so 0. It means there is no component in I direction. Then same way this is 0 and x square y, so again 0 plus k. Now you just see this is y only and this is x square. So it means our rotation, the curl gives you the rotation. It means the rotation is in k. K is with respect to, k vector is unit vector with respect to the z axis. It means the direction is with respect to z axis, x and y are 0, 0. So this is finally the curl of the given vector field. So curl means whatever vector field you have, whichever vector field you are given, just find the del cross V, and cross means the determinant. Now one more example I am taking. Suppose I am taking V as this. This is also, and such type of questions you get in your competitive exam. This is constant vector. This is constant vector field. And now if you are finding the curl, anyhow, some students do it very directly. I just write it and then I let you know how you can answer quickly. So del, curl means del cross V. So del by del x, del by del y, second row will be this, third row will be A1, A2, the components of I, J, K and I, J, K. Now you see, these are constants and you have to differentiate in each. For I component you will be differentiating A3 with respect to y. All the components will be 0. It means for constant vector there is no rotation as such. It is just still vector. It will be fixed. There is no rotation. So for constant vector, if you are asked curl, it will be 0. Now moving to divergence. What exactly divergence means? Divergence again we find of a vector field. So divergence of a vector field. Again I am taking one vector field, and suppose I am taking, this is my vector field. Now for divergence definition is, divergence V we write, or we say del dot. It means the dot product of del with respect to the vector field is the divergence, and dot product also you study in your 12th class. So dot is basically the component wise product of the two vectors. So this is my first vector del, then this is my vector field given. So now as this is component wise, this will be, this is my dot product formula. So del by del x of x plus del by del y of y plus del by del z of z. Del by del x of x is 1, del by del y of y is 1, then this is again 1. It means 3 is the divergence answer. Again if you take the way I did in curl, so for this particularly the answer is 3 for the divergence. It means for curl you take the cross product with del of the vector field, and for divergence you are taking the dot product of the of del with the vector field. Now I am taking constant vector field, you can see. What will be the divergence? So divergence will be del dot V, and my del is, you just learn this del because for gradient, for curl and for divergence you should know the definition of del, and my V is A1I, A2J, A3K. Now you see, when you are taking the dot product, it means this will operate on this will operate on this, and this will operate on this, because we have del is the operator, differential operator. So del by del x of A1 will be 0, del by del y of A2 is 0, and then again 0. It means there is no flow at that particular point for the constant vector. What we understood is that curl and divergence for a constant vector is 0. It means there is no rotation in the constant vector and there is no flow particularly for constant vector. So this is how we find the curl and divergence. So curl means del cross V, and divergence means del dot V. Even practically, physically also I have told you practically what means. It gives you rotation and it gives you flow. If there is no flow, if curl is 0 for any particular vector, if curl is 0 for any particular vector, we call it V is irrotational. It means there is no rotation. So, if you are asked to find out that whether the vector is irrotational or rotational, what you do? Just find curl and you will be able to answer. If it is 0, then V is irrotational. If divergence V is 0, then V, this implies, if this, then V is solenoidal. It means there is no flow. So, this is SOLENOIDAL. So, this is all about curl and divergence of a vector field, and I have told you if there is no rotation, then curl will be 0 if there is no flow, and we call it, that situation is called V is solenoidal and divergence will be 0. So, in part 2 now, I will be explaining directional derivatives. In part 1, we have already done, we understood or we studied curl and divergence of a vector field. For engineering mathematics, please refer to the book by S. Chand Publishing. The book is very good and you find the concepts very easy explanation for the questions, for the theorems, for the concepts. So, please refer to the book by S. Chand Publishing. The ebook link is given in the description box below. Please like, share and subscribe S. Chand Academy. Don't forget to press the bell icon for the future updates. Stay connected, stay tuned, keep watching the upcoming videos. Thank you.
All rights reserved. This video has been prepared for educational purposes only. No part of it may be reproduced or copied without the permission of the copyright holder.